you seen from the Husky defense on tape?
On tape, there's a few of the guys that are still familiar with that defense, that scheme on the line here right now. So it's trying to get everybody acclimated with it. We practiced against it for years for some of us, and others it's pretty new. So just trying to get comfortable with everybody and kind of go forward from there.
How does this line develop this year? It seems like you're keeping the quarterback more clean, starting to run the ball pretty well even without Mock. It seems like the line's kind of coming around a little bit here recently.
Yeah. I think everyone is just getting comfortable. Just keeping like a one-game mindset from the start of the season and up until now. It hasn't changed. We've had some changes, but it's everyone's comfortable with everyone. We've got a good chance to mix it up in the spring and then through the summer. So I think there's comfortability with the guys around us, so it doesn't really make it difficult when things get changed or guys move different spots. So I think that's a plus for us for sure.
Has the staff told you anything about the environment at Husky Stadium, what you anticipate out there?
Again, some of the staff is familiar with that environment over there. Some aren't. And it can be different, on a game-to-game basis. So we're just preparing for the worst and going to play it from there.
What about the trip west? Are you guys doing anything different, travel-wise, diet-wise, rest-wise, to prepare for make that 3-hour time difference trip?
There's always an emphasis on travel and rest and nutrition from our staff to our coaches, getting on the guys throughout the week. I don't think that's been something that's up this week. It's always been a focus. So I don't see anything, not that I know of, personally, but yeah, just excited to go out and play.
How do you guys take the crowd of it and keep the crowd out of it as an offense?
I think we've played already in some tough environments, and you can build off of the energy. You can either, let it get to you, or you can build off of it and rise to the occasion like any game. And so I think the guys get excited about that, and playing away is always an opportunity to silence them.
Does this defense resemble anything like the stuff you saw when Coach Walters was here? Does their defense look similar at all?
There's similar characteristics for sure. They have different parts that are taken, and supplemented. But yeah, there's always going to be some similarities for sure.
Was there any extra motivation playing against Coach Walters this week?
Not any more so than any other game. For me personally, I'm excited to go out and play out west, and it's against a coach that I'm familiar with, and some other guys out there. So yeah, no added motivation, just kind of play.
Have you taken any more art appreciation classes?
Not too many. I think the schedule's stayed pretty much the same. Nothing too crazy.
How, I guess just take me through this year. Obviously, a new staff. You stayed. You were in a starting spot. You've been there all year. What have you done to get yourself to that point where you're a starting tackle in the Big Ten?
I don't know. My journey is pretty unique in football, and so I think I've really enjoyed taking from all the coaching that I've had in the little time that I've been playing compared to some of our other guys. And for me, it's trying to find one thing I can improve on every single day. And that's a pretty simple thing. It's pretty basic, but when you're struggling on one thing, struggling on another, or you feel good about something, just keeping that one thing to work on day by day and progressively get better at, I think has kept me going and just pushed me through the season so far, and just trying to constantly improve.
I know a little bit of the backstory, but take us through your journey and how you found football, and talking about being an inexperienced guy compared to most people who are at this level.
Yeah. So I didn't play in high school. I actually didn't put on a helmet until I got to college. And I started at an NAIA program up in Michigan, Lawrence Tech. They gave me an opportunity to play and study there. And it was a great experience and, opening to football. After some time playing there, I was able to progress and start there on the O-line my first year. And after some time playing, I felt like there was an opportunity to, push this further. And I had some great people around me that, felt that same way. And so I went to a few camps. Eventually got in touch with some of the guys of the previous staff here, and that's when I made the jump over here and progressed. I redshirted my first year here. Came in probably like 40, 50 pounds lighter than what I am today. And so just getting comfortable, traveling with the team, really learning a lot was something that I've been able to say that I have done, and take from all the guys around me, either, different guys on the line or people in front of me. Had some good guys in front of me last year, so yeah.
You got on the field quite a bit though last year. How validating was that for you, just to know you could play at this level?
Yeah. Oh, it was very validating for sure. I think it's a weird feeling of kind of changing from a level to another level and being so new. But yeah, those first few reps, it was like a sense of belonging for sure.
What did you do in high school?
I played basketball. Yeah, I played soccer when I was little. I played basketball, and yeah.
Did your brother kind of follow in your footsteps then when you started playing football?
Yeah. I have a younger brother who's a junior in high school right now, and he definitely, we've actually, I think right now, have played the same amount of football, which is a kind of funny thing to say, but yeah, he was excited and got a little earlier start than me, so I'm excited to see where he can go.
Anything else?